missionary trip, my first missionary trip, I continue going to missionary trips within the country there in Colombia. And for the first time in my life, I started living alone. In that time, I was 19 years old, something that is not very common in my country, neither in my culture. So that means that it was hard to me to start living alone. Anyways, I started doing that. It was hard because I used to be a guy who used to have everything from his parents. So I have never worked before, and that was the first time that I started working to get a bread. Well, I have never had to work to get a money because my father always used to give me money every day, every weekend. But anyways, that kind of experience started happening, and I was glad, I was happy to continue doing that. Things like friends, I lose friends for that decision. They were like, this guy is so crazy, so many words. I don't know if you can imagine how many words they will say to me, but they did. But it's fine. Also, a love that I used to have, a relationship that I used to have, broke down. But it was hard to me also because it was my mother, my friends, my place, my study, the girlfriend, everything. And I was like, what is going on? And it was a moment that I said, God, I only have you. It's the only. And you know what God told me? That's what I wanted. You only need me. There is enough, more than enough. You can count on me. And I start thinking, wow, this is such amazing. So, of course, when you are talking that, when you are explaining that, it's easier. But when you are experiencing that, there is nights that you can't sleep. There is nights that you spend crying. There is nights that you have to be under your knees praying and praying. But now, I'm telling that so happy and proud from God because He did amazing things with me. So, anyways, I continue doing His will. I continue in the missionary training every day. In the last 2 months of 2014, my mother called me again. After 5 months, he called me again, and she was like, "Hey, what's going on? How are you? You know what? You should come back to the house. I can give you again the opportunity to study, but you know what? I'm not gonna give you the chance to study as an aircraft pilot because you don't deserve that." So right, I don't deserve that, but I was like, it's fine. So in the first month of 2015, in January, that was something official that I moved to her place again, and I studying as an aircraft mechanic. So that is all, of course, more cheaper than an aircraft pilot. But anyways, this was new experience, new career, new college. So it was like, wow, so many things going on, but I was like, what? I still focus in what God wants to me. So I was doing that with one emphasis. The emphasis was to use that career to go to places, to go countries where I can know they're not allowed missionaries go into that countries, but they allow aircraft mechanics. Well, in every country there is aircraft mechanics. So if you have a license that shows that you're aircraft mechanic, you will be allowed to go anywhere. Well, when I'm talking about this country, I mean the Middle Eastern countries. You know that there is not really a good chance for a missionary to say, I'm a missionary, I just come here to reach the Arabic people. Right, that's not, they will kill you. Well, not kill you, but they will say, get out. So it's a passion that God has been put in my heart once I took the decision to be a missionary. So anyways, I continue studying. So we are in 2015. Once I finished the first semester, that was like around May and June. I have an aunt here in Anchorage, Alaska. She called me to offer me a job to reach some money with her husband, who is managing a restaurant. So I was like, oh wow, what's going on? Is that maybe that offering is coming just to take me out of this process? I mean, I was really concentrating just in God's will. So I just closed and I was like, no, that's from the evil, that's from the hell. They just want me to take away of the path. But I say, you know what, I just need to advise. So I meet my pastor and the leader of missions there in Colombia to have advice. And also with my father. I took his advice to take a part of it. And the decision was that if that was the God's will, everything, when I say everything will be okay or without problem, is because I'm a Colombian. I cannot come to the United States without visa. So we needed to start a process, asking for a visa. I wasn't with my passport updated. But you know what? I told God, if this is your will, nothing wrong is gonna happen. And just in 20 days, I could get my passport and a visa. You can say, oh, that is easy, because you're American, and sometimes it's something that is true. And I really agree with that. I mean, I know that for American people, there is so many things that are easier for people than me there in Colombia or so many countries in South America, right? That happened. Everybody was impressed because that was so fast. And on July 2nd, I was sitting in a plane going direction to the corner of this world. And I said, well, God, if this is your will, something's gonna happen.